Now then, YouTube, I'm the Toffman, and welcome back to some more Thaumcraft and Botania Unite. We're on episode 43 now, guys. And today, guys, I don't know what I'm quite gonna do just yet. However, I just want to go over a few of the comments that I had in the previous episode with regards to this. Now, a lot of people saying, "Oh, Toffman, you didn't need to do this and you didn't need to do that. Why didn't you do this and why didn't you do that?" Well, mainly because I wanted to do it different. I wanted to do it a different way to what people have already out there. I mean, it would be easy just to put a chest down there, put the smooth stone in there, get a golem to come over, put the smooth stone down where it should be, walk away, and then, of course, have on that chest a little item frame that only allowed smooth stone to do that. It would be easy to do it like that. And it would also be easy just to get them to come ahead and take over that once it's turned into living rock. Of course, use a similar system to this, make it mine, drop it on the floor, and then it would be easy to get a golem to come and pick it up. Now, I could do that. I could go ahead and change all of this to what you guys are suggesting. However, I don't feel like I need to, because not just because, I mean, yes, this is not very efficient. I've got to say, this isn't very efficient. It's totally different, and it doesn't work particularly. It works. Don't get me wrong, it works, and you've got that there, and then when this thing actually fires, it will go ahead and we'll end up with loads of living rock over here. The odd cobblestone does get through for whatever reason. I don't know if it's me not leaving enough time, but there should be plenty of time there. It works, it gets living rock, and to be fair, living rock doesn't need to be automated to a stage where, look, I've got 18 pieces of living rock. It's not, you don't need it that much. You don't need living wood that much either. A stack of that will last you for ages. It will last you for ages. So having that system is all well and good. And if I needed it more, I would go ahead and I would tidy it up. Definitely, make golems, put them down, because it would be a hell of a lot easier than the whole setup that I've got there. And it would be, again, it would be more efficient as well. But I just wanted to do it, just to show you guys that it could be done a different way if you think about it. So, what do I want to do in this episode? Well, that TNT, this TNT generator thing over here, I want to be able to start doing this. I want to expand upon this. I want to get that creeper generation going so that up here... Oh, I don't know which way around it is now. It's gunpowder, sand, and gunpowder. I'm pretty sure it is. Or is it gunpowder, gunpowder, sand? This is a question. 7 seconds. 28 seconds. And that is the extra gunpowder that it's going to need, actually. So, yes, it is gunpowder, sand, gunpowder. That gets dropped onto the hopper hook, goes through, it gets crafted, and you end up with TNT, which is fantastic. However, there is no way of automating this at the moment. There is no sand going into the middle. There is no gunpowder going into the ends over here. And I want that to change. Using the red string, again, we're going to use that mod. Botania to do the red string to put all these items in the specific areas that we want them. However, we're going to need gunpowder, and we're going to need an automated way of getting gunpowder. So let me just go into here. If I can actually get through the door, we have one single gunpowder left. Wow, that is not a lot at all. Oh no, we don't. I have some in there. I thought I might have shoved them in there. I always confuse myself. Mob drops and actual precious items. So I always get confused, and I always end up confusing myself. But that's that bit. We've got 30 odd, which is not going to make much TNT at all. And there is a second half of this, which basically takes these TNT that I've got and auto plants them, and then they blow up, and then we harvest the stuff from that, and then eventually the orchid will be at the end of it. That's what I'm hoping for anyway. Let me go to sleep here. And sleep through the night. Now, in this episode today, I was meant to be doing it alongside Vazki, but unfortunately, again, due to times, he's on the same time as I am, but I record at really strange times because obviously I've got a family and I've got a missus and all that lot. So I need to, of course, prioritise what I need to do. And unfortunately, the recording comes later on in the night. And because, obviously, Vazki's still a student, it's a little bit hard to get everything coordinated. And unfortunately, it seems that times have crossed over and we haven't managed to be able to get together again today. But it is definitely on for the future, I can assure you of that. Actually, guys, there is something I want to do first, and something I've been meaning to do for a while. The assembly halo. Basically, it is a portable crafting table. I'll show you it in a second. I need a crafting table. I need 3 mana steel ingots, and I need... now, I've just had a look at that. I've just had to see... I need to make another wrath cage, but that setup there is one stage underneath what I actually need to make a wrath's cage without having instability all over the place. So that's what I was looking at this for. It's a dangerous one, and I can't do it. I can do very high, but I can't do dangerous, I'm afraid. Well, I need a mana pearl, which is nice and easy. I need... Ooh, have we run out of iron? Really? Now that is interesting. We'll have to shove this iron into the furnace that we've got, which there is no problems about that. I don't mind doing that at all. And that will give us, hopefully, it will. It should do, because all we need is 3. So we'll take that iron, and we'll go there and make these into mana items. We'll also get a crafting table from inside here. We'll just use one of them, that'll be fine. Quick crafting table there. Pop over towards this mana pool right here, the central of everything. And use that. Now, I believe that is it. Yes, it is. We'll go to a crafting table now and get this crafted up so I can show you just exactly how this works. Mana pearl there, that there, and now we've got an assembly halo. Look at that. And obviously, I have just created... I know how to make that. I've just created it. No recipe. Right-click to set. So let me... I'm right-clicking to set. Oh, it's there, look. Ooh. Crafting table. No recipe. Right-click to set. I think I've got to use the crafting table first. Right, okay. So, let's say, for example, slabs. I've got some slabs. I've got some stone, should I say. Made some slabs. Look at that. We can now click that to slabs. We can go back to the crafting table. I don't think I can do anything with dirt. Let's go over here and get out some more wood for wooden slabs, for example. So let's pop over there. Right. Onto the crafting table. Now I know how to make wooden planks, which I shall teach to that particular side. Slabs. Now let's have a look. I've only got 1 birchwood plank here, but I do know how to make slabs, which is good. Now, you can see, I require them. I've not enough materials. I haven't got enough to make the cobblestone slabs, because I don't have enough on my person. But I do have some of these. So I can just go ahead and right-click that. And you see that little pink thing that happened there? That's letting me know that I have actually crafted them, and we now have 9. And we can go ahead and make some more slabs if we wish. Look at that. How awesome is that? And of course it saves it. And we could just go wherever we like. Set whatever recipes that we want. And there you go. Now I'm not quite sure how to get rid of items. Right-clicking an empty slot. Right-clicking a slot with a recipe will try to do it using items from the... Removing a recipe can be done with shift left-click. That would make perfect sense. So if we go down here... We can shift left click all of this away, and then there you go. We have a nice clean automatic crafting table again. How fantastic is that? That is a great thing to have, especially for me, because I always forget my crafting tables everywhere, and I need crafting tables all over the place to be able to do stuff wherever I need to do it. So there we are. That is the assembly halo from Botania. It's a relatively new item that's been put in, and I think it's great. Now, guys, this occurs to me that I could have a bit of a problem when it comes to space. That's right, I am going to need a huge load of space here that's all nicely level. Now I can come along here, not with the Rod of the Lands, I can come along here with my Horn of the Wild. I'm not quite sure where it is actually. I did make another one, didn't I? There it is. And I can of course get rid of all of these, no problems. And that will clear the land, the grass off for me. And I don't need to worry about pesky grass anymore. And of course we can take that off. And I believe I have in here as well my ring of magnetization that I can put upon my bauble slot. Right there, because I don't need that. And I can just run around, let things generally go in my direction. Fantastic. Pick up all of these loose items that I've got here. The ones that I can pick up, of course. Because I am getting a full bag now. A full thing. Let's put some stuff in here. Ah, this is good. Oh, I actually went into here as well. I'm going to have to go to sleep really quickly. But you can still see I've got a load of land to go ahead and clear away. Now I could do it the normal way and just get my mana steel shovel out and just go to town really and zone out whilst I mine away that particular dirt. However, I am a glutton for punishment and I want to be able to do it a different way. So let me pop that into there. Whoops, wrong one. Get that out and put it back into that. I'll clean my inventory out and I'll show you exactly what I want to do. Okay, just put that symmetry calculator away. And what do I want to do then? Well, I want to make a rod of the terra firma. As I said, I'm a glutton for punishment because these winter runes, autumn runes, summer and spring runes are not exactly simple to craft. We've already got a rod of the lands, that's no problem, and terra steel ingot. We've got plenty of mana over yonder that we can go ahead and make another one of those, so that's not a problem either. And pasture seeds, I think we should have some pasture seeds kicking around in here. No, probably in here actually. I do have a pasture seed. Awesome. Good stuff. Well, have I got anything that I already want inside here? Quite possibly. Now, I do also have in my bag over here some leftover fire runes from when I was doing some stuff before. So we've got that. That is awesome. Now, we need to go ahead and craft ourselves Rune of the Winter. And as I said, we need a Rune of Water and a Rune of Earth. Rune of Earth requires another step as well. So it's not exactly easy to go ahead and craft all these particular items, so I am going to get those together without having, without letting you guys go through the same amount of hassle as what I'm going to have to go through to craft them, and I will be back once I've got those items together. Well, it actually occurs to me, guys, that I haven't shown you what's inside that chest there. It's been there since the start, 43 episodes, and eventually we're going to open that chest so that you guys can see. I was up here collecting some snowballs for the runes that we're going to need, and I went to have a look at this because I thought, did I pick that up? I don't know if I did. So we've got some music discs in here, some, I've got Feather Falling 4, got some Mana Stealing, got some saddles, an Apprentice Ring of Ignis. We've got another Lexicon Botania. I'm going to leave that there. I only need the one. And some other bits and bobs. But basically, that's what was in that chest. I just wanted to show you guys. Okay, guys, this is the last of the runes. My goodness gracious me. That took a long time. Already I'm in about an hour and a half worth of this episode. That took ages. And we've also got one terra steel as well to go. I had to do some mining as well, of course, because I've run out of iron. So I did have to go and do some mining. I need an iron. I'll put the rest of the iron in the chest. Nice. In there. I need an ender pearl, and I also need a diamond to be able to craft this particular item. All mana, of course. I'm running out of mana as well. There we go. Right, let's shove all of this on here. Let it do its business. It is, in fact, doing its business. We can see the steady stream there. And we'll wait for that to turn into a terra steel. And that will allow me to get a very, very powerful tool indeed. When it's finally finished. And it should be nearly there by now. Wait for the ding in. There it is. There's the sound. Brilliant. Let's go and find a crafting table. Oh, we could have used our assembly halo, but I'm already near my crafting table right now. So let's put that there and get our backpack out because we've forgotten the rest of the stuff. Rune of Winter, Autumn, Spring, Summer, pasture seed, rod of the lands, and a terra steel. Oh my god, yes! Wow, this has taken ages to be able to get hold of this rod of the terra firma. So let's see what this can do. I want it at the same level as this, so as to not kill everything. Oh, that killed everything anyway. It killed everything anyway. It's okay. It's only timers. I can sort them back out again. Oh, wow. Well, not exactly what I wanted to happen, I have to say. Not exactly. Let's stand over here. Might be, there we go. Look at this. We can slowly inch our way towards that there. Have I run out of mana? I think I have, you know. I've absolutely drained the mana mirror, and I've drained the mana tablet as well. Wow, that takes a lot of mana, does that rod of the terra firma. But this is what it does. It creates huge swathes of space, and that's exactly what I want for the second half of this. I might actually move this setup over into this space, actually, once I've properly gone out and excavated this some more. I think this is more than enough space, to be fair, and I could put the system here and then put that around there, and then I have the orchid somewhere over here. It's nice to have this little area, so that there is not even close to our base. It doesn't need to be, because it will have its own separate mana source, will the orchid, coming from this in the end. So there we are. Okay guys, it is time to create something else, and I am not going to get to completing that today, that's for sure. I'm probably going to do a little bit between episodes, trying to open that area up a little bit more just to create some more space. But I want to create something, and something I've been looking forward to create for a while. It's called the Shard of Laputa, and this thing will allow me to create a floating island, and it's going to be great, guys, because this floating island I'm then going to turn into a tainted island, and that's the place where I'm going to go to get all of my tainted stuff. Of course, I'm going to do it a little bit further away from my base so that I don't get any in trouble with all of the stuff that's around here. I've got all of the stuff in my backpack to be able to go and craft this particular item. Air, earth, Gaia spirits, dragonstone, prismarine shards, and a floating flower. And there is the Shard of Laputa. Now, you can actually add power to this with the Gaia Spirit. However, I'm just going to keep it normal. Basically, the normal one will give you 14 blocks. In other words, 28 blocks in diameter of a floating island, which is enough. If you add a Gaia Spirit to that, you get another +2 in diameter, so 1 block on each side. That's not worth the Gaia Spirit in my opinion, so I am just going to leave the Shard of Laputa as is. And we're going to take a fly over in this direction. Somewhere over here, I think. Oh, I should really raise that village. That would be awesome. Now I want to be careful where I put this, because of course there is some stuff around the place. Right here. Is that going to be enough? I think it's going to be more than enough. I don't know. It continues down here. Does the plains? Look at that. And down here. Right. No, I don't want water in it. I don't want water in it. Where can I put you, Shard of Laputa? Where can I put you? Now, I've got to be careful, actually, because I'm running out of mana. So, I have to be careful with me flying. Because that, of course, uses mana. So, I want to be close to the ground if I possibly can. I think I'm just going to go ahead up to the top of this hill and do it where I was going to originally do it. I think... Oh, dear. Right in the middle of here. And we're just going to do it. We're going to go for it. And there it starts. That's going to be awesome. And I am going to stop here. I am going to watch this as it happens. Look at that. Ooh, it's going pretty fast as well. I'll be back, guys, when this is fully in the air. And with that sound, that is the end of that. Now, that's obviously going to start spawning some stuff soon. This is going to be my little island of taint. eventually. Once I've managed to get a few stuff sorted, this is going to be my little island of tin. But I'm going to have to do some stuff with Thaumcraft first to be able to get the ability to spread tin onto this. And also possibility of putting some animals up here as well if I can. If I can get to do that, that'd be great. So there we are, guys. That is going to be it for today's episode, I'm afraid to say. But that is looking fantastic. The Shard of Laputa, and that is going to be Tainted Island very, very soon. So there we are, guys. I hope that you enjoyed it, and hopefully, you can show me that you enjoyed it by leaving a like. That would be amazing. And until next time, I've been the Tough Man. Thank you very much for watching, and as always, stay safe.